who gets the Milwaukee hole shot. Malcolm Stewart got one. Cooper Webb got one, I believe, in the first race.
Yep.
Gates drop. Here we go.
Oh, looks like Jetson.
And Jetson finds some prowess, and he takes the Milwaukee hole shot as well. Stewart up the inside of him, and Stewart looking to make a move in turn 2. And he goes so wide there, he got spooked in the turn. He had flashbacks of Tom Vial launching back up the inside of him.
Yeah, this is kind of what I mentioned before. It's just his first lap. Intensity just has not quite been there. And luckily for him, it hasn't really needed to be. But we'll see if anything changes with 13 minutes to work with.
Hunter, yeah.
You think that first main event just maybe took the wind out of Jet sails, just all of it?
Yeah, maybe just took the edge off a little bit.
You know?
I don't know.
Oh, overjump there for Hunter as well. And again.
Rough rhythm for Hunter there, but closing in.
Yeah, so Mookie leads. Hunter Lawrence second. Jet Lawrence in third. Webb in fourth. He's found his way past Cedric Subaras, who's now in 5th place. Then Vial.
Race kind of reminds me of Australia last year for them, where just nothing seemed to kind of go right.
Yeah.
Nothing smooth.
But Mookie.
Yeah, that doesn't take anything away from the ride that Malcolm's had. I mean, this has been masterclass from him.
Absolutely on fire tonight. Loves the whoops. Getting on top of him better than anybody else. Okay, he's got like 0.8 of a second over Hunter Lawrence. But the race is still young. 11.5 minutes plus a lap. This one is only just getting started. Jet Lawrence potentially just getting warmed up as he homes in on brother Hunter on the number 96 Honda. Webb into 4th, but how far back is he? A couple of seconds. There he is in red, closing in on the number 18. So this might be the best race of the night for Cooper Webb if he can maintain that kind of pace, guys.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's still early, you know, as far as this race goes. You see Jet, he misses the triple there. It just, I'm not used to seeing sloppy Jet. It's really what it has been. Mistakes, gets a start, moves immediately to 3rd.
Stewart will be leading on 3. Hunter 2nd. Cooper Webb 3rd. Sub and Jet 5th at the moment, tied. About 11 points difference between Stu and...
Speaking of Betty, you could have made a lot of money if you had laid down some money on Malcolm Stewart going 1-1-1 tonight here in Paris. Incredible. Great work. You can see Jet like right there. That's just not sharp at all, as JT was mentioning.
Yeah, and you guys see him on a regular basis, so you know, you know, when we've seen him here and you know, win 2 years ago and obviously dominate 5 races and still lose last year. You know, it's definitely a different Jet. I just wonder, that he's had 2 crashes, one in time practice in the Super Bowl, when he went down on that shoulder, and you know, okay, he tried to save it as long as possible, so maybe the impact wasn't that bad. But then obviously getting caught in that turn 2 incident with Tom Vial, which was completely a racing incident, you know, and a bad move on. Well, not a bad move, it was an OJ, wasn't it, from Tom Vial in the end that just took them both out, or took Jet out. And you say, JT, you mentioned wind in the sails for Jet Lawrence. It's pretty much what it was. You know, you fight your way through and you're already thinking, man, you know, yeah, it would be nice to win. You don't necessarily need the title King of Paris, but you just want to win the overall event, you know. And to do that, you need to be up there fighting from the beginning. And 8th in race 1 and then, you know, 3rd in race 2 or whatever. And, you know, you're already chasing it now. And maybe we're just seeing a different Jet just trying to get through the weekend now. Who knows?
Well, and I think what he would be frustrated with is things just haven't gone smoothly. Then you finally get the start in race 3, and you immediately are pushed to 3rd, and you have to chase them down again, right? It's just being sharp and executing when the opportunity arises, and that's normally what he thrives on. When opportunity arises, he takes absolute advantage of it and capitalizes, and he has been the exact opposite of that so far this weekend.
Yeah, we mentioned it in the previous race where all of a sudden from out of nowhere he can find 2 seconds, and then that momentum just keeps pushing him forward.
Yeah, and you know, he doesn't have the elite pace, right? Like, he's not setting the quickest laps. And it's just, you don't know if it's, you know, it's hard to analyze exactly what's going on in November, but maybe he hasn't been riding a lot. Maybe, you know, there could be a myriad of things, but this is not the same Jet Lawrence look that has won him multiple championships. I can promise you that.
Pulled 4/10 on Cooper that lap. Jet did, so he put together a little better lap.
But still the 3rd
Hunter
best.
Yeah, Hunter
right?
lowered it. And
yeah.
Malcolm was faster than him too. So, absolutely.
And still 8 minutes to go. We've got a rider down in the whoops, a couple corners from where these guys are now, picking himself up.
Oh, that's Roman Pep. He's had a rough couple of mains here. Last in the second main and now down in the whoops. So
we kind of talked about how this race can be a way to gauge yourself, and you just wonder, does, Jet...
Oh, we got Jet down.
Jet down on the entry. Just been one of those days for the number 18. Shaking his head. Did he wash out coming into that first whoop, because it's right at the beginning of the whoops there?
Would have had to lose the front, maybe to lose the rear. I mean, obviously lost traction no matter what.
Marshall Welton's down, getting up. Marshall was had a nice little main event going there. He was 7th for a while, so.
Yeah, down to 9th, and then obviously going to pick himself up, losing another couple of positions. Malcolm Stewart, though, and Jet Lawrence had just set the fastest lap last time around as well, 45.3. And so maybe just starting to push, but we've mentioned it we mention it every year, actually. The dirt here, when it starts to, there's a little bit of moisture comes up overnight. There's
Sunday
gets slick.
I'm just
Sunday
and I'm watching him down here off screen, speaking with his mechanic, and he did the prototypical lost the front end maneuver there coming out of the corner. So, what I was starting to say right before he crashed was this race can be a gauge for a lot of things, and you just wonder for Jet, whether Johnny O'Mara, all the people in his program, his father, Darren, going to be like, hey, we have some work to do. Like that wasn't the weekend we needed to have. So maybe it is a kind of wake up call focus wise going into the rest of the offseason.
How dangerous is that then for the competition? Moving forward, because an angry Jet.
Yeah.
You've seen him when he's not happy with how things are going, and all of a sudden he turns it around pretty impressively. He's going to need a good heavy off-season.
He's got an Australian race in 7 days.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see if he can turn around there, or even if he maybe doesn't even line up if there's an issue with shoulder or anything else. But good battle here on screen right now between two French heroes.
We mentioned at the beginning of the day, didn't we, JT, in terms of who is the favourite French rider? Is it Subaras because of his 450 experience, or is it Tom Vial, even with his skill set, first time out on a 450? And you said Subaras maybe a little bit long in the tooth, and is that evidence right there as Vial nips up the inside, gains a position, moves into 4th?
Yeah, I mean, just think caliber of racer, Vial certainly takes the nod. MX2 world champion, 2-time 250 Supercross champion. Like those speak for themselves. But Subs is a force to be reckoned with at this race period. So it doesn't shock
upside
me.
down in the
other
whoops.
Lawrence.
Is that Hunter down?
Yeah.
So Hunter's upside down in the whoops and slow to pick himself up there. He's taken a bit of a beating by the bike.
Oh, that's terrible to see.
So not in a hurry to get up, Hunter Lawrence.
Boy, we haven't seen this in a while, maybe ever.
I mean, this is A1-esque 2025, right? Like,
well, right now, but we have 200. We got the Lawrence's DNFing.
No, I'm just saying that this type of what's going on type performance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Mook is going to come round here and he's going to see Hunter Lawrence there, who was behind him a minute ago. So that puts Cooper Webb up into 2nd. Tom Vial is going to be in the 3rd.
Yeah, Hunter's
he's up on his
little beat up over there.
I was going to say he's up on his feet. He's
climbed off the track, but he's back down. That crash reminds me of Anaheim 2 2022. Huge whoops and kind of over the front type thing. Hate to see that.
Boy, watching Vial and Subs right now, I have a lot of respect for Cedric Subaras. He gives these American ringers a lot of problems here every year. He's a great rider, really nice guy, very underrated. I made a comment to somebody that he's ridden every bike brand and everything now, just about. Now he's on a Honda. I mean, I've seen the guy on 2-strokes here. Yeah. I've seen him on 4-strokes.
He's ridden everything.
Everything.
Much,
yeah. Cedric Subaras. He's got a lot of parts in his car. Probably a lot of rear sprockets.
No one cares.
He'd make a good test rider.
Yeah, no one cares about my racing, but when I stopped racing Germany, he kind of took the torch.
Yeah.
Like he was the guy that was, when I left, he was doing all the winning.
There's Hunter Lawrence getting some attention.
Yeah, Eric Perronard down there as well, having a quick word with him. And but look at this, though, for Malcolm Stewart. Stayed out of trouble, got to the front early both races prior to this one. He's done the same in race 3. And the head of the course there, as it says on screen.
3.5 minutes to go, 12-second lead for Malcolm Stewart over Cooper Webb.
A little bit of help.
Yeah, a little bit of help with that. But, boy, how the turns have tabled here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The turns have tabled.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Because I was like,
yeah, I know. I need to explain to you.
Yeah, wow. You got to wonder if we'll see Hunter tomorrow.
I'm just glad to see him walking off.
Yep.
Yeah,
honestly.
Short turnaround, and yeah.
Going to be a Lawrence regroup meeting here in about an hour, I think.
Lars is really wishing he would have been here.
Family meeting.
Yeah. So Malcolm Stewart, Rockstar Energy Husqvarna, he has been pretty much meticulous. He's been inch perfect all night, cornering like he's on rails, just nailing everything. It's looking like he's on a training run, sort of mid-season training run where everything is just clicking like clockwork, you know?
I haven't seen him put a foot wrong.
Like I said earlier, 6th time on the bike since SMX, banged up, told me he was just happy to be here and put some laps in and reevaluate. Nothing he told me led me to believe that we would be seeing this at all, Malcolm Stewart. So I'm very impressed. Already sort of had thought of my narrative about his race in this weekend and where I was going to go with it. But I got to change that. I got to write everything, rip up my story, and write again, because this guy is rewriting the story tonight.
James Stewart won in 2008, Bercy on a Yamaha.
The next year was Justin Brayton. He doesn't let anybody forget it either.
Well, James decided to not participate in race 3.
JB leaves that part out.
He does. He does. But I was there. I was racing.
So just under 2 minutes plus a lap to go. Cooper Webb is eyeing up a 2nd place.
That was the year of the, hey, we're going to invert the start for race 3.
Yeah.
James said, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Not if I'm involved.
We have 15 riders start this race. 4 of them are out. 10 riders on the track right now.
Yeah, Amber has
5 of them
not completed the lap. Jet Lawrence is out. Roman Papp has pulled out. And the Valentin, I think, was also pulled out. And then Hunter Lawrence, so 11th, 15th.
Yeah.
So 10 riders circulating at the moment. Been an expensive day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or expensive final race, I should say. Hopefully there's no problems for the riders lining up tomorrow, but Cooper Webb there.
Still want to see a replay of Hunter's crash. I know exactly what Jet did, like we talked about, but geez, Hunter's probably wasn't very good. That's a drop the front end and go for a ride.
I'm just wondering whether that be in a replay in the highlights thing. They may have got it, but anyway, less than a minute to go. Tom Vial eyeing up a top 3 finish. Old Gigi down there, Giacomo Garibaldi, will be having kittens, won't he? Top 3 finish.
Having kittens?
Yeah, that's a phrase.
Knees? Okay. I haven't been overly impressed with Tom Vial tonight, but also here he is. He's doing okay. First ride on a 450 in Supercross. So
in a binary judgment, 3rd place is great.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack.
Exactly.
About getting to 3rd.
But you know what? In terms of riders and confidence and team owners, team managers, in kind of going, blah, blah, blah. They look at the other side of the coin.
He's not racing Supercross anyway.
Yeah.
So take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Solid opening night. Move
forward. Just like we saw Hayden Deegan's debut last week. He got a 3rd overall. Lots of debate about that, but 3rd is 3rd, and you're standing on the podium.
Exactly.
And there's something to be said for that.
Yeah. So Malcolm Stewart then. Time has ticked up. It's 1 lap to go. He is over on the Milwaukee jump, heading in towards turn 1. Here is Mitchell Harrison. Harrison is in 5th position at the moment.
I mean, he's put 20 seconds into Cooper Webb.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Coop's backed it off, no question. Fair, but still.
Yeah, this from what we had in the first race, where it was action through the first couple of corners, this last race has been complete polar opposite to that, in terms of that excitement and that anticipation and the everything else. But checkered flag getting readied for Malcolm Stewart, who goes into his final lap because time ticked away whilst he just after he'd passed the line last time around. So this is a bit of a parade lap for him, if you like, with that gap over Cooper Webb, nearly 22 seconds. He's going to be in dreamland, isn't he, right now?
Yeah.
I mean, he looks so sharp still.
And earlier on, we were thinking, 6 times on the bike, good first race. Can he hold it together for a second one? Yes. Will this double distance in the final race almost kind of catch him out? The answer has been no. Malcolm Stewart goes 1-1-1 on day 1 here in Paris as he leads going into day 2. And on those kind of performances, it's going to take a brave man to bet against him, doing something similar to come away as the King of Paris tomorrow.
Well, really, just Cooper Webb, right? That's all that stands between Malcolm and getting a King of Paris. Does Malcolm have one or no?
No.
No, he doesn't. So he'll be going for his first one. He's a veteran of this race. But just really right now, for how it's going, Cooper Webb and him will be battling for this King tomorrow, title tomorrow.
So Cooper Webb crossed the line second. We wait for Tom Vial. Here he is. the French fans will have enjoyed that as well. Top 3 finish for Tom. But Cedric Soubeyrat and Mitchell Harrison, who's already over the line, they will round out your top 5. Then it'll be Escoffier, Welton, Harbour and Camporese and Adrien Malaval. But that does not tell the full story, guys. We know that. We'll unpack that in the brief highlights that we will get in a few moments from now. But